Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh! This episode has no connection with the last one. I just like using that transition.
Damn it, here we go again!
So what's it gonna be this time, Seto? You're gonna play some meta deck or something?
Save it, amateur. I'm taking a break from meta decks, and instead I choose to play the next best thing when it comes to obnoxious decks. Cyber Dragons!
Cyber Dragons? One would assume you have enough fangirls as is. Do try to copy Kaiser Rio on top of that.
I don't care about girls unless they're white dragons! Besides, don't make fun of the Kaiser! That ain't no way to show respect for the dead.
Well, he's not dead. He washed up on a beach, gave no explanations about how he survived heart failure, and nobody questioned it.
Let's just play.
You know it's kind of weird how everyone in our world witnesses literal magic and just goes along with it. I mean, I'm a damn 3,000-year-old spirit for the Louvre of Rock.
If you haven't noticed, I can't interrupt your schizophrenic rant with my cards because it's your turn.
Oh yes, my bad. How dare I point out how nothing makes sense in this series. I play Aroma Gardening. With it I can gain 1,000 life points if I summon an Aroma monster. And when you declare an attack while I have less life points than you, I can special summon one Aroma monster from my deck. Next I normal summon Lone Fire Blossom. Once per turn it contributes itself to special summon one plant monster from my deck. It is a sacrificial piece, just like yourself. That one time you threatened to play a Van Halen song if I didn't concede you the duel.
You promised not to bring that up again!
And you promised not to interrupt my schizophrenic rants! The monster I special summoned was Aromage Jasmine, which means I gain 1,000 life points from Aroma Gardening. Her effect also allows me to draw one card once per turn if I gain life points. Not only that, but I'm also allowed a second normal summon for a plant monster if my life points are higher than yours. I summon Rikka Petal and use her effect to search one Rikka monster from my deck with a different name and add it to my hand or send it to the graveyard. I choose the former. Now I use the effect of Botan the Rikka Fairy. By tributing a plant monster, she can be special summoned to the field. And when she's summoned by the effect of a plant monster such as herself, I can search one Rikka spell or trap from my deck. Now I activate Rikka Glamour, which allows me to add one Rikka monster from my deck to my hand. Then I'll use my two monsters on the field for a link summon. Link 2, Aroma Sarafi Jasmine. After that I set two cards and it's your move.
Damn it, it's always long-ass turns with you. Draw! Alright, I'll activate Galaxy Soldier from my hand by sending one other light monster from my hand to the graveyard as cost. I can special summon—
You activated my trap!
It's rude to interrupt someone in the middle of an effect.
I chain a trap to my own trap. I'll explain them as they resolve. First, Tried Winds lets me target and destroy one of your monsters if I gain life points. Also, if my life points are 3,000 higher than yours, I can pay life points equal to the difference to destroy monsters you control whose combined attack is less or equal to the amount paid. Next, with Humid Winds, I can pay 1,000 life points and search one Aroma monster from my deck. And if my life points are lower than yours, I can gain 500 points. Now, your dumb monster can resolve. Please continue.
As I was saying, I can special summon Galaxy Soldier in defense position by discarding one light monster. And then I can search one Galaxy monster from my deck. Next, I activate Cyber Red System. Simple card. I special summon one Cyber Dragon from my hand or graveyard and it cannot be destroyed by card effects. I special summon Cyber Dragon Nexter, but it won't be there for long. I use him and your waifu on the extra monster zone as tributes to special summon Kimura Attack Mega Fleet Dragon.
What? What the Shadow Realm just happened?
Yeah, the playstyle of Cyber Dragons is to suck the fun out of the game for the other player. Or you. Now, how about I activate another Cyber Red System? Bring back that Cyber Dragon Nexter from the graveyard. And now it's gone again, along with Galaxy Soldier for a Link monster of my own. Link 2, Cyber Dragon Seeger. Now I enter my battle pace to trigger his effect. If it hasn't declared an attack, I can target one machine monster I control with 2100 or more attack, and it gains 2100 attack and defense for this turn.
You're going to boost Climax's attack to 4500 points. That is absolutely degenerate. I'll have to pay 1,000 to search an Aroma monster with humid winds to try to get out of this one.
Preserve life points by losing life points. Great plan. Now, I attack you directly with Climax Mega Fleet Dragon.
Not so fast, Dragon Fetishist. I discard Aromage Angelica from my hand to gain life points equal to one Aroma monster in my grave.
1800 miserable points from your Jasmine won't make a difference when I have this absolute unit on my field.
Maybe it won't, but by gaining life points I can use Dried Wind's effect to target your Climax and destroy it for good.
Oh no, you won't. From my hand, I activate Diffusion to return Climax to the extra deck and special summon the materials used to summon him.
That might have been a good play if you read the card first. My trap lost its target, but the second effect can only resolve if the materials are in your graveyard and not mine.
I can reuse him later, and even the best can misplay from time to time.
Too bad you're not the best.
What in the obelisk dam? Who are those people? How did you do that?
It's called being friends with the editor. You should try it sometime.
Oh really? Let me try. You, editor, make something cool happen for me. What? Why do you keep showing me this one? Unfair. The rules were different and the man was a straight-up cheater! You pulled the dragon counter fusion right from your Egyptian ass. This one isn't even canon and he can't just throw me like that. Rude. Are you blind? My life points were at 100. I didn't lose this one. The disrespect! I saved your ass in canon in this one. In canon, you ungrateful fuck! It's the last time we try this! I say stop it, you son of a mystic mine!
Absolutely hilarious.
If I don't continue the duel, nobody will! I end my turn!
Good! At that time, Rikka activates from my graveyard, special summoning herself if I have no monsters on the field. Draw! I activate Humid Winds, paying 1,000 life points to search one Aroma monster from my deck. Also, Rikka activates again, allowing me to search another Rikka monster from my deck. Then I activate Snowdrop the Rikka Fairy. By tributing one plant monster, I special summon her and another friend from my hand.
Do you ever get tired of waifus?
Never! I was the first user of the Dark Magician Girl! I am the original Comer! Now, from my hand, I can special summon Prim, the Rikka Fairy in defense position if a monster I control is tributed. As a reminder, the companion waifu I put on the field with Snowdrop was Aromage Jasmine. This will be important in a second. While I have more life points than you, I control an Aroma monster, and Aroma Angelica is in my graveyard. I can bring her back to the field. Then I link Jasmine and Prim for a link summon. You already know this one. Say hello to Aromage Jasmine! Aroma Gardening activates from my summon, granting me 1,000 extra life points. And this in turn triggers Jasmine's effect. If I gain life points, I add one plant monster from my deck to my hand. But before that, I chain Dried Winds. If I gain life points, I can destroy one face-up monster on your field.
No! My Cyber Dragon Seeger! I like that card's artwork, you son of a bitch!
I special summon Aromage Warrior. I can do this when I have more life points than you. Bet you're getting sick of that sentence.
You think?
Got more of that for you right here. I use Aromage Jasmine to tribute one monster she points to and special summon one plant monster from my deck in defense position. Then Aromage Warrior triggers from my graveyard and I gain 500 life points when it's set there. Now I activate Snowdrop to target herself and make all plant monsters I control become the same level as her for this turn. Next, with 2 level 8 monsters, I overlay them for an Xyz Shoken. Rank 8. Teardrop, the Rikka Queen. After that, Lone Fire Blossom tributes itself to special summon one plant monster from my deck, Aromage Majorum. Teardrop's effect triggers as she gains 200 attack each time a monster is tributed. I set a card face down, and then I enter my battle phase. My 3 monsters attack you directly. Teardrop, Majorum, Jasmine!
You should have finished me right then and there. 1,200 life points is more than enough for setup Kaiba. 'Tis but a scratch. Draw. This will be the last turn. Overload Fusion allows me to fusion summon from my extra deck by banishing materials from my field or grave. I banish Naxter and Seeger from my graveyard. You go, Shokin. Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. When this card is fusion summoned, I can target spells or traps on the field up to the number of materials used and destroy them.
Well, then I chain Humid Wind, paying 1,000 life points to search one Aroma monster from my deck. And to my own card, I chain Teardrop the Rikka Queen, detaching 1 Xyz material to target 1 monster on the field and tribute it. Looks like your Chimera techs can't stay on the field for long.
But my effect still destroys your traps.
Yes, and Teardrop gains 200 attack from tributing your Metallic Abomination.
The Metal Abomination will be back as I activate Monster Reborn! Just like the Terminator! Once per turn, Rampage can gain 2 additional attacks by sending 2 Light Machine monsters from my deck to the grave! One of the cards I sent was Cyber Dragon Hearse. When sent to the graveyard, I can add 1 other Cyber Dragon from my deck or grave to my hand. Now I'll summon Cyber Dragon Core. When normal summoned, I can search 1 cyber spell or trap from my deck. And thanks to that, I'll play Cyber Emergency. This one lets me search another cyber card, but a monster this time. Here's an old friend. Cyber Dragon Naxter can be special summoned by discarding another monster from my hand. I'm sure you remember when I said I could reuse my fusion monsters. I use my Cyber Dragon Core and your Jasmine as materials to summon Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. Then I link my remaining Naxter to summon Linkuribolt.
Oi, oi, oi. Not only are you taking monsters from my field, but summoning my Firbolg too. How dare you!
Corp and Seeth. I attack your Aromage with Mega Fleet Dragon. And I end my turn.
During your end phase, I activate Blessed Winds, special summoning 1 Aroma monster from my graveyard by paying 1,000 life points. Jasmine is back. This, of course, triggers Aroma Gardening again, recovering those 1,000 life points when I special summon an Aroma monster. And to this I chain Jasmine, searching 1 plant monster when I gain life points. During your end phase, Rikka Petal activates from my graveyard to special summon herself if all monsters I control are plant monsters. Seto, you are going to regret using a Kuribo against me. Mark my damn words. I am going to annihilate you this turn for that. Draw! First things first, Teardrop the Rikka Queen detaches 1 Xyz material to tribute your Linkuribo because I will not allow that.
You're no fun.
Try me a Reaver. Now, Teardrop gains 200 attack for each monster tributed. And I chain Blessed Winds, paying 1,000 life points to special summon Majorum from my graveyard. Aroma Gardening recovers my life points from that special summon. Then I search 1 plant monster from Jasmine's effect. You already know the drill. But here's a new one for you. If I gain life points, Majorum lets me target a number of cards in your graveyard up to the number of Aroma monsters I control, and banish them.
Not impressed. I still have life points left.
Then I normal summon Aromaserafi Angelica, which is a tuner monster. I bet you know what's coming.
三つのモンスターチューングスターシヨシがあったなしかよどこずイカイサスミシトナレ
Synchro Shoken! Inshento Hori Waiban!
Wait, was that a damn Jojo Rifoli obelisk? Why does that thing have 10,000 attack?
You see, while my life points are higher than yours, this card gains attack equal to the difference. And now, I attack you with Ancient Holy Wyvern for an astonishing 8,100 points of damage! I told you I would absolutely ruin you this turn. You shouldn't have turned Kuribo against me. Kaiba, are you there? Poor lad isn't all at my skill. We'll see you next week, I guess.